Welcome back to this channel where I'm going to show you guys how to 3D model this guy right here using OnShape. One of the first things that we have to do is we have to get some of these dimensions right here. I will start with this 114, which goes from here all the way over there, and I need to take into account the 32 right here and also the other 32 over there. If I don't want to do the entire math, I have some functions in here. So I'm going to go to Sketch, select this plane. Right off the beginning, you guys might have this right here, which is fine. Just go to sketch, or you can change the point of view using this cube over here. So just select the front view, sketch, again, select this plane. Notice how everything turns orange. I will now grab the rectangle, and just as I've said before, I am going to start right at that point right there. I'll now go ahead and grab the dimensions, select that point, and I said that it was 114 plus 32 plus 32. I will get this height as well, and in that case that is going to be 45 because that's from this top over here, and that is going to be 19. Okay, so 45 plus 19, and that is going to give me 64. Notice how this is out of the screen. In order to center this in the keyboard, I'll just press the letter F and I'll have it, and I'll just move it around. Having seen this right here, I also know that the extrusion is going to be 32. Why? Well, because we have the radius. We know that from here to here is 32, and then from here to here is 32. Therefore, the entire extrusion is going to be 64. But before I do that, I actually want to save a little bit of time, and I'm going to put this rectangle right here so I can cut it. And I know that the length is going to be 64. Obviously, the height is going to be 45. So let's go ahead and do that. Obtaining this rectangle, place it right there. I'm gonna place it over here as well. Now using the smart dimensions, I know that from here to here, it has to be 64. From here to the bottom edge, it's going to be 19. Same for this one, it's going to be 19. Having this right here, we also know that this has to be symmetrical. We know that the entire thing is 178. So let's just say that, I don't know, let's put this as 100. And notice how this makes it really small. And this gives me a total of 14, which means that 100 plus 14 is going to be 114. So half of that, 114 divided by 2, give me 57 and 57. Now I can use the trim tool, which is this one right here. Click, hold, and then drag to get rid of these lines. Same thing, click, hold to get rid of those lines. At this stage, now I can extrude. So I'm gonna go and extrude. Let me change the point of view. And I want this to be extruded by 64, like I said before. Okay, we're almost done. I now want to place a sketch on this face right there. You don't have to do it in this same steps. You can actually could have fillet the edges or put the circles on the top. You could have gone several different ways about this, but I'm just gonna do it this way. And so now I'm gonna put this rectangle in there. I know this is gonna be a little bit bigger. I will now add the dimensions. I know that it is 13 all the way around. So from here to here, it's going to be 13. And if I want to make this a bit smaller, I can just click the line and drag it in. And I'll go ahead and add the dimensions to this, which is going to be 13. I will do the same thing. I need to make sure that I turn the dimensions off. Click, hold, drag it up. And I want to get this as 13. Now I want to cut this by an amount of 13. Well, not 13. I want the space from here, somewhere in there, to be 13. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the dimensions. I mean extrusion, remove. So in this case, I just have to do, I actually do need to do a little bit of math. I'll just put it in here. I know it's 64 minus 13. What would that give me? And that should be it, actually. 64, because I know the entire thing is 64. And let's see if that comes out to be correct. You don't have to do this step. I just want to make sure that this is actually 13. So I'm going to grab a rectangle. No, I think I can just grab the dimensions from here to here. No, I do need to get a rectangle or a line or anything. Again, you don't have to do this. I just want to double check. I'll select the dimensions. And that is, yep, that is actually 13. So I don't need this. I can just close it. That was just me trying to check the work. Okay. Now, in order to create this triangle shape in the middle, all I have to do is just grab sketch, and you can put this either on this face right here, or you can put it on that face. Doesn't matter where? No. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this face, get the line, and I need to start right at the corner, in this case, right there. I'm gonna drop over here, and I'm gonna select this corner right here. And then I'm essentially gonna close this triangle. I just need to make sure that it's a closed shape, otherwise this is not going to work. There. Now, all I have to do is just extrude it. Remember, one of the tools that we used was extrude. Instead of blind, we're going to use up to face. And in this case, I want to use this face right here, so that this triangle moves all the way to this face. So if I select this face, it'll just place it right there. Okay. So check mark, and you just did that. Now I can put these circles right here. All right. And I'll just go to sketch, select this face. Again, I want to move the point of view. I'm gonna place a circle, and I can either go and search for the middle line, or once I put the circle, I can just put the dimensions. Same thing in this case. Let's say I put it in here. I'll go ahead and grab the dimensions. The diameter for this one is going to be 22. Same thing for this one is going to be 22. Distance from the center to this edge is going to be 32. It's marked red because it's already that in there. And then from here to here, it's supposed to be 32. Okay, actually, let me just get rid of this. I don't like it. Now, we'll do the same thing on this case where I'm just gonna go here to that, and that is supposed to be 32. Center to this edge, we'll make it 32 as well. And now I just have to extrude cut, or remove in this case. Extrude, remove, and you can just grab the arrows, drag them down. After that, all you have to do is just use the fillet command, select this edge. Do not select the face. You actually have to select the edge itself. See how it gets highlighted? Only that line right there. Then this one. And I will select this edge. I will select the other edge. And I know the radius for these ones are going to be 32. And there you go. That's completely done. It didn't take long. Might have taken maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. Either way, this is done. Okay. You guys look at it. There it is. And that's that. Okay. Later on, we're gonna learn how to do the multi-view drawings for these ones. Have fun. Good luck.